Hi, this is a short tutorial on the use of the line and the polyline commands. Line is a very simple drawing command where you can specify a point and then a second point to create a line. Notice how this came out perfectly horizontal, and that is because I have toggled on ortho mode. Ortho mode can be toggled on and off by clicking on this icon at the bottom right of the corner of the screen, or by typing F8. Hitting the F8 key likewise will toggle it on and off. When you're drawing lines, this can be very useful. If you want to turn ortho mode off, it will allow you to draw a line in any angle you want. Or if you want to stick to vertical and horizontal lines, toggle ortho mode on by hitting F8 or clicking down here to draw only vertical and horizontal lines. Hit enter when you want to stop drawing lines, and each of these objects will have been drawn as a separate individual object. That was the line command. The polyline command is a little bit different, and it can be accessed with the shortcut PL, enter. Polyline likewise will allow you to draw lines in either ortho mode or with ortho mode off, exactly the same way as I was drawing the lines. However, when I click enter to exit the command, the resulting lines will all be one single object, and that is the main difference between lines and polylines. The polyline will behave as one single object when you copy it or when you move it. Also when you delete it. Additionally, polylines can combine drawing lines that are straight with lines that are curved. Straight lines are just simple line objects. Curved lines can be accessed by hitting the arc option within the polyline command. Switching to arc mode will start drawing arc segments to your line. Each new arc segment will be tangential to the previous one. You can change that by changing the direction of the next arc. So clicking on the right or clicking on the left will determine the direction of the next arc segment. Or you can also specify a radius. A specific radius of this arc will give you a very specific arc segment. In this case, I try to draw one that is too big. So it didn't draw. Let me try it again by going to radius and then typing, let's say, a radius of 50 feet. And that's not working either because the size is too small as well. You can see that I'm working with very large numbers. That's 5,000 feet right there. So maybe if I try a radius of about 5,000 feet, that will, there it is. So I was trying to draw it way too big. 5,000 feet, if I hover down, there it appears, the preview of a 5,000 foot radius arc. will appear, and I can click there to create it. Once I am happy with whatever before I do that, I can always switch between straight line segments by typing L and arc segments by typing A, enter, and switch between the two as many times as you want. You can also click down here, line, for line segments, and arc for arc segments. Once you are ready to close your shape, rather than clicking on the beginning, I highly recommend that you use the close option. That will close the shape using either a line segment or an arc segment, whichever you used last, and close the polyline into one fully enclosed object. This is useful when you want to create strange, complicated shapes like this one that you need to fill with a hatch pattern, for example. Filling this with a hatch pattern will be easy because I know it is a fully enclosed boundary. Lastly, polylines are a great way to draw topographical lines. So a polyline made up of arcs, I can draw my topo lines or trace them from an image, and then apply a dashed line type. In this case, it is too big to see it, so I'm going to change the line type scale a little bit. There we go. It was too small, so I couldn't see it. It looked like a continuous line, but at 100, I can begin to see the dashes. So let's increase this, say, to 1000. And now those dashes are a little bit better, easy to see. I always want to check this in paper space, though, because this is where I will actually be able to see how it will look when it prints. So check your line type scale in paper space. There is one, that's 10. You can see it's very small. There's 0.1. So it looks like in paper space, this is closer to what it should be. Let's try 0.01. At 0.01 line type scale, this is a very good size for my dashes, and they will print very well. So now that I have set that and tried it in paper space, I don't need to change it here, even though here it looks continuous. I can continue drawing my topo lines. And then use the match properties command to grab the properties from the first object or the source object and apply them to the destination object. Hit enter to apply them. Even though this one also still looks like a continuous line, in reality in paper space, the object has the same dash line type as the first one. So I hope this tutorial helps you.